Welcome back to BOWTV. I'm Captain Power, and we want to take a closer look at the benefits of eating organ meat. Most particularly, we want to take a closer look at eating liver, the benefits of liver and all of the micronutrients. We are conditioned in Western society to actually consume more chicken and turkey, but the organ meats, if you can tolerate them on your palate, are actually far more nutritious for you when we actually take a closer look. So one of the organ meats that we want to take a look at in this special for BOWTV is going to be liver, which is a powerhouse organ with many of the numerous essential functions that can contribute to overall better health. And in this age of GMOs and a lot of different artificial food ingredients, it is important for us to actually return to a diet that is rich in nutritious food. And we're certainly not in the mode of trying to go with any kind of fake meat or fake vegan meat products. We are going actually back to organ meats such as liver. So if we take a look at the benefits of eating liver, we can actually see that liver is basically functioning to remove toxins from the bloodstream. So of course, being friendly to your liver is probably one of the best things that you can actually do for your overall health. As far as when it comes to metabolism of nutrients, it processes your carbohydrates, fats, proteins. It also produces bile, which is very important. It's a digestive fluid, and also it's a storage of vitamins and minerals, and it's essential to blood clotting. So when we come to actually looking at the function of the liver and consuming liver organ meats such as grass-fed liver, we can actually see the benefits as far as possible immune system support and also hormonal balance. So let's actually take a look at some of the, just to get them out of the way, the best meats that you should consume. And these would be a salmon and fatty fish, shellfish, grass-fed beef, organ meats, which we're going to be focusing on particularly in this BOWTV special, which is going to be liver, turkey, and chicken. So with that out of the way, let's actually focus on what happens to your body when you actually start increasing your liver intake. When you actually increase your liver intake and you start eating liver every day, or let's say that you actually have liver 2 to 3 times a week, you can actually anticipate that positive effects such as increased iron levels, increased energy, metabolism. You're actually looking at better protein intake because liver is rich in complete protein, which supports muscular growth and repair, and also an enhanced B vitamin profile. Liver is high in B vitamins, particularly B12, which is excellent for energy, and folate, which helps with energy metabolism, cognitive function, and red blood cell formation. So here you can see that actually consuming liver is actually one of the best benefits, even if it comes down to having liver 2 to 3 times a week with just sauteing some onions and cooking liver, with a small amount of carb, such as rice or even angel hair pasta, can actually be very beneficial to you, and you get some of the major benefits. Let's take a look at some of the major nutrients as far as the powerhouse behind liver. And when we actually look at the benefits of liver as far as nutrients are concerned, we see that it's actually packed in vitamin A. What is vitamin A and what does it really do? It's crucial for vision, immune function, skin health. Just a small portion provides well over the recommended daily intake. And then if we look at the B vitamins, the liver is a powerhouse of B vitamins such as B2, B3, B5, B6, B7, B9, and B12. B12 is a exception. Liver is an exceptional source of vitamin B12, especially for, as we mentioned, red blood cell formation. And then we have folate B9. It's important for cell division and growth. Riboflavin B2, and also niacin B3, pantothenic acid B5, all support energy production, skin health, and hormone production. And we see that also, as we mentioned before, iron is a powerhouse ingredient in liver. You will see an uptick in not only your energy metabolism, but iron is very critical to your overall feeling of better health, especially if you're in the 40s and 50s, when you're actually in aging, and you're concerned about aging. It's going to be important for you to increase iron, which supports oxygen transport, energy production, and immune function. So, and we'll look at zinc. This is also a powerhouse for in liver, with immune function, protein synthesis, and just a lot of really good, powerful benefits when it comes to iron, copper, and zinc in your diet. Let's mention also the companion to vitamin E, which is selenium. You actually see selenium, which supports thyroid function and acts as an antioxidant against cellular damage in most cases. So liver is going to be a very big powerhouse for you simply by increasing your intake 2 to 3 times a week of a small portion of liver. Nowadays, you can actually purchase grass-fed liver caplets, or tablets, which have been screened by third-party laboratories for making sure that it's a good source of free of contaminants as well as pesticides and other issues that you may have with the intake of liver. Always knowing the source of your liver is going to be very, very important. So we took a look at liver as a powerhouse. Now we want to take a look at the damages of visceral fat, because high fat around your liver is also detrimental to your health. So this special on the benefits of liver would not be complete without taking a closer look at one of the major dangers to liver health, which is going to be visceral fat. And we'll be back. Is visceral fat. And visceral fat is that hidden belly fat that surrounds internal organs in the abdominal cavity. And as you get older, the issue of packing on more belly fat is actually detrimental to your health, especially fat around the groin area, belly fat, fat around your liver, your pancreas, as well as your intestines are detrimental, because visceral fat actually releases chemicals called cytokines, and these actually disrupt your insulin sensitivity. So as you get older, one of the issues that many people face is the development of type 2 diabetes, and that has to do with your insulin sensitivity. One of the best things that you can do is look for a scale, such as this one, with electrodes that you can actually step on barefooted each and every day, and it will give you a readout on your phone as far as a percentage of of visceral fat as well as subcutaneous fat in your body. And you want to monitor your visceral fat and your subcutaneous fat on a weekly basis and try and trim it down into the normal range. You'll see a lot of different benefits as far as reducing your visceral fat and subcutaneous fat. As far as visceral fat is concerned, increased risk of the major HD, heart disease, because we're looking at it triggers inflammation, and also it affects blood pressure. Also, for those in minority communities, African American communities, Native American communities should pay special attention to actually the level of visceral fat, simply because for us as people of color, it is detrimental, leading to a higher mortality rate as far as arteriosclerosis, hardening and narrowing of the arteries, which increases the likelihood of strokes. And also visceral fat produces proteins and different types of chemicals that possibly increases cell growth when it comes to the big C. And we all know what the big C is. And when it comes to liver disease, non-fatty liver fat disease, NAFLD, is also a crucial element of high comorbidity and high mortality in minority communities, Latino communities, African American communities, Asian communities, as well as African American communities. So it is definitely a factor to look at. So important, if you are going to be launching a battle against visceral fat and subcutaneous fat on a daily basis, the best thing you can do is get hold of a scale. And a lot of these weight loss devices can be covered by HSA accounts through your corporate. So reducing visceral fat, regular exercise, even light fasting, if you decide that not to start eating until 12 noon, of course, look into the advisement of your doctor if that's going to be okay. And also, reducing visceral fat, subcutaneous fat can also possibly reduce your risk of sleep apnea, because of the amount of fatty tissue around your throat area. That can also reduce your ability to breathe at night. You're looking at a healthier diet, avoiding processed foods, increasing your strength training, especially if you're older, 35 and up. Increasing your strength training is going to be more important for fighting visceral fat and subcutaneous fat. But the best thing you can do is to get a scale that's going to allow you to keep track of these factors when it comes to your own body. Your body is your own spaceship. I want you to consider your body as your own spaceship in this universe as Earth travels through the universe. Okay? So the best thing you can do is to purchase one of those electrode scales, and you'll have a full breakdown of your BMI, your visceral fat, your fat-free mass, your muscle mass, your water content, a lot of different information. Some gyms are actually providing these scales, so you'll actually be able to see this information on a regular basis when you work out. You want to keep track of it as you lower these comorbidity factors and bring them into normal range. You'll see your health actually increase for the better. So as we go forward, a quick summary of what we've covered. Eat liver if you can tolerate it. Check with your doctor at least 2 to 3 times a week. Saute it with a little bit of onions, especially red onions, which is another powerhouse, quercetin and sulfur-based compounds, which are very, very good for your body. And also increasing your strength training, your high-intensity strength training. But you have to start from ground zero if this is a beginning point for you when tracking your visceral fat and subcutaneous fat. Purchase a scale that allows you to sync and interface with your smartphone so you can keep track of your results. You want to bring down your visceral fat into normal range, even if it's light fasting, starting with light fasting until 12 noon. You can drink tea, you can drink coffee, anything unsweetened until 12 noon. Bring down that belly fat, bringing down that visceral fat, bringing down that subcutaneous fat for better health and longevity. So, thank you for joining us here at BOWTV. We hope that this has benefited you, and also please share with a friend. Have a great day.